So I've just watched this week's Mandalorian episode. Was it any good? Was it better than, or did I enjoy it more than last week's? Uh, for me, it was a very up and down episode. There were definitely certain things I enjoyed about this one. I think mostly it was about the Grogu flashback, where he's in the temple and he's being rescued. And it was nice to see, spoiler alert, I'm about to say it now, he was rescued by Ahmed Best, who was the voice of Jar Jar Binks. Ahmed Best now playing a Jedi character. I think he's played him before in some sort of kids show, Jedi quiz show that was on Disney Plus. So he was playing this like Jedi character, and that was cool. I really enjoyed that, where he was rescuing Grogu. There was the other bits, not so much. We started with Grogu doing some sort of practicing as to be a Mandalorian. I'm really not on board with Grogu becoming a Mandalorian anyway, but Din Djarin wants to have him practice with the other young Mandalorians, so he has a little practice dart fight with the kid that was initiated as a Mandalorian in the first episode. And this now requires Grogu to do some action stuff, some jumping and flipping. And it really doesn't work as a puppet. Grogu looks great when he's sitting in a chair or he's in the arms of the Mandalorian. All that requires is just for him to move his arms, move his head, blink. I mean, he looks fine like that, but when he's got to do action stuff, it just looks weird. And it's now time to admit, if you want Grogu to go that way, you're going to have to go the CGI way. That's just the way it is. One of the main stories that happens in the current time with the Mandalorian is that the kid who was initiated as a Mandalorian in the first episode is snatched by some sort of lizard bird creature. And this is where, like, I think they just kind of lost the plot, really. It was like this lizard bird creature takes this kid to its nest, and they chase after it. They run out of fuel on their jetpacks, and I don't know, Bo-Katan gets in her ship. She's clever enough to realise that, if I get in a ship, I can actually follow it a bit further than the Mandalorians in the jetpacks. She follows it to its lair, says where it is, and they're all saying, oh, well, we can't go there straight away. We're going to have to plan for it. And I'm thinking, well, I'm surely this kid is going to be like bird food or lizard food at any time now. There's no time for waiting. But no, they're saying, oh, the kid's going to be fine for at least 24 hours. I don't know how they can figure this out, but maybe they know what these bird lizard things do. And then it takes them like 24 hours to get to the mountain, climb up the mountain, and rescue the kids. And the kid's not in the nest. It's got like the bird lizard younglings are in there, and suddenly the big bird lizard thing turns up, and it's got the kid in its mouth. And I'm thinking, what? This kid's been in the mouth of this thing for like, what, 24 hours? And the kid's perfectly fine. He's not even got any like slime or goo all over him. And I don't know. It's kind of a head scratcher how they're making these shows and they don't think of things like, what's plausible and what's not plausible. I know it's like sci-fi fantasy, but I mean, come on, you've got to think certain things through and say, maybe we need to have the characters go and rescue the kid as soon as possible, because the kid's most likely going to be eaten in less than 24 hours. But so I mean, overall, it's a fun adventure thing, and you see them fighting another big monster, and you can enjoy it for that, I guess. But I don't know. I just think that sometimes they make certain choices and it makes you scratch your head. And also the Grogu becoming a Mandalorian, and the armorer talking to him and giving him a breastplate, and then Bo-Katan talking about the mythosaur at the end. You know, there's bits and pieces in there that are interesting, but I still have issues with everything. You know, not sort of quite gelling together. But I'll be watching next week. Oh, by the way, Bad Batch today was really pretty good as well. That was a really good episode. I like all Bad Batch stories with Crosshair in. He's by far the best character in that show.